This episode today is brought to you by Brytn. I want to talk to you guys about something. As some guys may know, I'm back in the gym. I go early in the morning, particularly around 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. I do my 6 miles, and on certain days I like to get my core in, my upper body, my lower body, get that taken care of throughout the week. Now, as you may expect, I'm a little bit tired, a little bit down. I need help with that recovery process. So why not add this? Is Restart AM Protein Blend. In this protein, it comes with nutrients that is going to help you in your recovery process. For example, when it comes to cognition, to help improve alertness and attention and also relieve your anxiety, probiotics to help with improve your gut and health immunity. Like I said, we like to focus on that recovery process. Let's start today at the gym, and once we're done, let's restart it, get the day knocked out ahead of us. Go ahead, add that to your shopping cart, and while you're at it, don't forget to add some workout gear. Fill up your shopping cart, and when you do, the promo code is BTSI for 15% off. Again, BTSI for 50% off at checkout.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the BTSI Show. I'm your host, Chris. Thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. This show is brought to you by FNX. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking to lose weight, gain weight, healthy weight possible. FNX is the way to go. Go ahead and get you some ingredients while you're there to get your workout started, and go ahead and pick up some other merchandise. And when you do, remember the promo code is BTSI for 15% off. So thank you guys for tuning in today. We're gonna have a lighthearted Friday, nothing too deep. The conversation I really had in mind, I had to go on a monologue, a 30 or 35-minute monologue on Clubhouse yesterday. We might pick it back up again on Monday. We'll see. Friday, let's just chill, relax, have something lighthearted, and let's introduce a new segment while we're at it. But before we do that, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube page, follow me on all socials. Links are located in the description. Cash App dollars in the BTSI Show. Participate, waive all the rest of privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. And the intellectual soapbox is inability. Salute to you, brother. Now, I've been waiting for this to end. Now we need to have a serious, lighthearted conversation, ladies and gentlemen. On your left, you have Secret Invasion. They just finished up. Now you have other shows like The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Hawkeye. Today, I want to. We got it now. We got to have honest question. Where do these shows rank? Now, to do all that, let me actually pull up all these shows because I watched every single MCU Disney miniseries or whatever you want to call it. Now we got to find out. Let's see where these properly rank. All right, here we go. It's gonna be mixed up with some other stuff that I'm not interested in. Let's see. There's a quicker list I can pull this up. I know some people are going to say you should have this already and play. Yeah, yeah, I know. I should have. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Now, okay, here we go. All right, so let's get into it. Now we have WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and Secret Invasion. So what's that? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So nine shows. And we'll get into how the future is going to be looking like. The future is actually kind of nice. Um, which one comes in at number nine? Let's see. Mm, which is tied for probably the least favorite? I might have to go with Moon Knight at number nine. Matter of fact, let me while I do this. Let me see. Let me title this Marvel Studios. How would you properly rank this? And actually, while I'm bullshit, I better not take too much time. Okay, I'll just say Marvel Studios Disney Plus, so everybody knows what I'm referring to. All right, so number nine. Yeah, I might say Moon Knight. There we go. Oops. Let's go over and boom. Yeah, Moon Knight. It was just hard for me to get into it. It has some nice moments, but the start is one thing to have your first episode be a slow start, which most of these shows are the first episodes are always going to be a slow start. So when you went from that to episode two, you saw a different version of I forgot the alter ego of Moon Knight, and it was just hard to keep up. Now, um, Oscar Isaac is an actor. That's a thespian, because I do appreciate his ability to play the same character. Put Moon Knight, if you, for those who haven't watched, put the actual superhero Moon Knight to the side. I'm talking about the actual person. Oscar Isaac was able to play two different people, two different personalities. And dare I say something? The storyline was good. Don't get me wrong. It did enough. But at the same time, it was just, I needed more and they just under delivered. in my opinion. That's why to me, number nine will be Moon Knight. Now, now let me actually. I actually know my number eight, but let me look at this list just to make sure I'm not tripping. And I am not. Number eight is She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Yeah, for me it is She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Now I do appreciate it. I do appreciate them breaking the fourth wall. Let me throw that out there. I do appreciate that because the reason why is because now you're telling me what they're telling me is they're ready for Deadpool because Deadpool, even in the comic books, broke that fourth wall. She-Hulk did it as well. Now, with them breaking that fourth wall, I didn't like how they went behind them. They made it corny. They made it a little bit too corny for me. I don't mind I don't mind Daredevil being in this series, although that was a plus. You asked me, that's what kept it from being number nine. Yeah, Daredevil. Obviously, yeah, Bruce Banner and the seeds. Like for example, during the eighth episode, the last episode, I don't remember. She left the fight scene and walked around Marvel Studios and went to go talk to the machine, like the producer, the Kevin, in reference to Kevin Feige. I was like, come on, this is corny. I was like, y'all made me do 9 episodes of this. It was, I was like, it was putrid. So number eight is She-Hulk, Attorney at Law for me. Now let's see who we got. What do we got left? What do we got left for number seven? Let's see. Uh, I'm gonna say Loki. Yeah, number seven for me was Loki. Now, don't get me wrong. I was happy to see more Tom Hiddleston and a different side of Loki. Like, really, granted, Loki did his thing in. I didn't care for Loki in the first Thor movie. I'll be open about that. It was a little bit too dry, too stiff. Now, he slowly got into his bag um, in Avengers. Then he really got into his bag during Thor: Dark World. Matter of fact, Loki, in all seriousness, was the highlight of Dark World, and then after that, he just took off. I did like this Loki. Now, some people ask me, "What about the politics that was in play?" Put that to the side. No, not too worried about that because that's a Disney thing, and I don't expect that to go any further. But if it does, it needs to be organic. Um, with Loki, to see this side of Loki and see where it's going to go for season two. Now I'm excited for season two, believe it or not. Although this is ranked number seven to me, but um, actually, Loki wasn't that slow of a start compared to the other shows. It was just sometimes it felt hard to keep up, but once you caught up, you caught up. And I'll admit the ending was don't get me wrong, we got a variant, we got Kang. Matter of fact, I like that King a little bit better than the one we saw in Ant-Man, Quantumania. But we'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens in season two. Because if you guys, well, I can say it now because it's on streaming service. If you guys watch the, what do you call it, post credit scenes for Ant-Man, you know what's going to happen in season two. And I can't wait. But as far as season one goes, it had some great moments. It had some cool moments, but for the most part, it was slightly underwhelming. So I'm about to put Loki at number seven. So what is next? What do we got on the board? Um, who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Mm, WandaVision. Actually, no, 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 no. Actually, I'm giving it. Miss Marvel's coming in at number six, not WandaVision, and I'll explain that in a minute. What we looking at time? All right, we're still good. We had it. Now, here's why I am putting, and I need to be careful because that's too close to the industry button. Miss Marvel is number six. I enjoyed Miss Marvel. I enjoyed the music, and I like honestly. If you're going to teach me different cultures, do it in a format that's going to keep me interested. Miss Marvel completed that task, and I enjoyed it very well. They kept it authentic, in my opinion. Now they did because they crossed certain lines. They had to put a disclaimer in the last episode, and when I look back and listen to that disclaimer, that the claims that they made, I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, that will be a yeah. They will find that offensive. They could. I can see how they could find that offensive. It was like it's a slow Tuesday. The I guess it was it anti-Semitic uh comment. It was something negative. I can't remember what it was, but it was enough to say that okay, had that been me, I could see why that could be offensive. Uh, but other than that, they kept it authentic. Um, Mrs. Marvel, they did set her up very well for the movie this year. Now, some people say she's a little bit too annoying and that type of stuff, but keep in mind this has been Marvel's blueprint with all the characters. So her making slick jokes, comments, over talking, overexcited, that's what you expect from a high schooler. Granted, the actor is an adult, but as a frame of a high schooler, yeah, I expect this from Miss Marvel, and I expect the relationship between her and her mother to be what it is. Granted, what the history, what came out to be, what was revealed later on in the series. Now, the only the only gripe I would have with Miss Marvel, which is why it's not in the top five for me, is because although they started revealing her powers throughout the season, throughout the shows. My only thing is, did you really have to wait till the last episode to give us what we want? But then again, they did keep us entertained all the way up into six episodes. I will tell you the if one of my biggest highlights of Miss Marvels was the music, everything. I think that's a new sound that I'm actually intrigued of hearing. So I enjoyed it, but they didn't do they did enough, but they just prolonged it, and that's why it's going to be number six. Now, as far as number five, I already give it away. It is WandaVision. Here's why. Now, because I when I first was looking at, it's like how do I grade who we got GBG's in the building. What up, D? The only Marvel show I watched was WandaVision. And let me tell you something about WandaVision. Um, the two actors, Jesus, what is her name? Elizabeth Olsen, and I forgot the guy's name that played Bill Bellamy. I mean, Bill Bellamy. Lord have me. That played Vision. They put on a acting clinic, ladies and gentlemen. Because think about it was first of all we was under the pressure it was going to be six shows. It turned out to be nine shows. Not only that, the first three episodes they got something. They went from different TV genre, different TV eras. That is impressive in of itself. And to see the characters like I think I saw I Love Lucy, I saw the Brady Bunch, maybe I saw the Dick Van Dyke Show as well. and they show their acting chops. That is an acting clinic, and if I recall correctly, I think they was nominated for an Emmy because they deserved it. They 100% deserve that. And to see actually Wanda go from protagonist to the antagonist, which set her up for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think they did. I think with WandaVision, I there's some truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. Because one thing I think Marvel was doing is they're showing. I think they were just showing off with WandaVision, because although they kept it intriguing, they set up they brought people from Ant-Man and the Wasp. They brought old girl from Thor. They set up Blue Marvel for the Marvels. They brought Flash, not Flash. What is his name? Quicksilver from X-Men. What they did was let the other studios know, if we want to touch on certain demographics and really take all your money, take all your audience, we can. They did that with WandaVision. So it will behoove people to like step back and be like, all right, y'all got this. We'll let y'all be in your own circle. Because they did that with the Christmas special with Guardians of the Galaxy. They did that with the horror show. It's like we could touch on these demographics and take all your money, but let us be in our own lane. But WandaVision, that would, to Dee's point, that might have been the most creative thing that they ever did. So that will be sitting at number five for me. Now, this was sitting at number three for the longest. I'm sorry, I had to drop it to number four. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. What if it's number four? What if it's sitting at number four? It was number three for the longest. And I honestly didn't think I was going to enjoy What If. Although I would say I was probably going to enjoy the zombie show, and that's about it. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Um, each Now at the same time, I was thinking, all right, they're going to do this one show, keep it moving. This episode, keep it moving. This episode, keep it moving. Then you start to see like when they got to episode two and episode three, the Watcher, he started tying everything in together all the way up to the end. Now the third episode, when that Doctor Strange situation happened, that fucked me up. And I was like, hold on, y'all going to end it just like that? I was like, wow. I was like, okay, y'all did y'all thing. Good shit. Good shit. But hey, what if? But now, what if they went, they tapped in? I like how they just tapped into different stories. They acknowledged the actual 616 Earth that is the current MCU, and they started touching on other realms and say we could bring all this shit together, and that set up that in of itself set up Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Now I will tell you one thing with these Marvel shows. When it came to Phase Four, these Marvel shows really saved their asses because Mace. I don't know. I never said it on this platform. I said it on TikTok plenty of times. Phase Four was trash. I'll be the first one to say it. Marvel Phase Four was absolute garbage, complete trash, dog water. And look who's awake this morning. Hey, Brenda, how you doing, sweetheart? Phase Four was absolute garbage water. These Marvel shows right here, ladies and gentlemen, really saved Phase Four. Because I can tell you how what was first out of Phase Four? Eternals. That was underwhelming. Although I appreciated it the second time I watched it. I like Shang-Chi. Excuse me. I like Spider-Man No Way Home is the best Marvel film outside of anything Avengers affiliated. Spider Man, that's the best MCU film. Uh, Doctor Strange, trash. Thor, trash. Black Panther, lukewarm. It was okay for a Marvel fan, but as a black man, absolute garbage. I'm doing blessed. I'm doing blessed today. We're knocking out my favorite. Let me actually keep an eye on time. Oh, how the hell went from 850 to 852? Ain't that a bitch? Well, yeah, I'm just knocking out my Marvel shows right now, and at the same time trying to make sure I'm on time for work, but I'll be all right. But now let's get to the third one. With our top three, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, Secret. When I was done with season episode 5, I knew this was gonna take the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, Secret Invasion is number 3. Secret Invasion is probably my third best Marvel Studios TV series. Basically, we get to see more of Nick Fury, but if anybody watched my our reaction a few weeks ago when we reacted to episode 2, because like I said, when it comes to these series, episode 1 is always going to be a slow start. It is always going to be a a slow start, and it got me at the end when I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna let you watch it. When somebody got killed, and but what really caught my attention, like eyebrows perk, was episode 2, the restaurant scene. As a black person, I love that shit because a desperate Nick Fury was asking Cody Rose. I gotta stop saying Cody Rose. Jesus Christ. Um, Colonel Rose for help. He said, "Can you help a brother out? Cause and help me take this power. Like we give away this power to this mediocre, uh, what's his name, Alexander Pierce, which is another way of saying you give me these mediocre white men all this power." And Lieutenant Rose said, I can't take away this power from this mediocre white man and give it to a mediocre black man. Because we talk about black people helping each other out. How are we really helping each other out if we're just transferring power from one bad source to another? I appreciated that scene. That was my favorite. That has to be to this day. That is probably my favorite episode in any of the MCU series. As a black man, I appreciated that episode. And that's a message I've been speaking for the longest. I'm willing to help my people, but if you're no better than what's in place right now, I'm not putting you in. I'm not going to give you no handout. I'm not going to give you no heads up. None of that. If you want here, you got to bust your ass like I did. Some people go to work like they have a job to do, while we have to go to work that we have a responsibility to do. There's a difference. So that show right there, man. Hey man, I'm a wrestling fan, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace to Justin Rose, but I am a wrestling fan. Y'all know this. Shout out to the American Nightmare, yes sir. Which reminds me, SummerSlam. I haven't done this in a while. SummerSlam is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're gonna do a watch party. We're gonna do another watch party in a live reaction. I need to see Moon Knight. Supposedly he has. Yeah, yes, watch it. Oscar Isaac did a hell of a job. You need to watch that because that right there, see, outside of WandaVision, Oscar Isaac put on an acting clinic in this series. Although that's my least favorite series, I can still respect the skills to tell the story and get the point across. He did an exceptional job. You need to watch that. Please watch that and you will thank me later. Now, okay, I'm really see. I knew this was gonna be a bad idea because I'm getting so far into it that I forget I have to go to work. But let me just talk about number 2, and I'm gonna put let's see. Let me put both. I'm gonna put both of them up there because we gotta go. All right. All right. So number two, ladies and gentlemen, is Hawkeye, and number one is the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now here's why Hawkeye is sitting at number two, because number one, it's the you get to see Clint's story after Endgame, trying to process losing Natasha Romanoff, and still going getting adapted back into life, older, still a skillful master assassin, but also see when you have that such skill sets, you expect the best to be handed to you or as recovery process. Here's how you're gonna survive being a superhero. I'm gonna go in the freezer. I'm gonna get this frozen peas, frozen carrots, get a little this, a little that, wrap around, recover process. Because when we talk about an apocalypse coming and we gotta do to survive, I'd say Hawkeye, if anything, provides you some helpful tips on how to survive in a modern day society. Because some people say, "Oh, we're gonna lose the lights, and we gotta go and hunt our animals and that type of stuff." Relax. Yes, you should prepare for the worst, but in preparing for the worst, let's baby steps, baby steps. Let me show you how to survive now. Then let me show you how to survive it later. And also with them introducing, they're getting set up for the Young Avengers. Um, so Hawkeye is really going to walk away, A, or B, he's going to be in a mentorship role, um, i.e. Nick Fury, i.e. how Tony Stark was to Peter. Not necessarily Nick Fury to Prater. I could say Doctor Strange as far as the leadership role, mentorship, as far as the Young Avengers goes. But they're setting that up. And speaking of setting up for Young Avenger, the reason why the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be my number one show is because of everything. They did not miss the mark. Now, like I said, episode one was a slow start. You're going to have that. Now they did force out a little like, let's go to the bank to beg these white people for this money and that type of stuff. That was a little bit forced. Other than that, they got the whole entire series right. How they battle social injustices, how well not social justice, just the eyes of a black man. This is what black people go through. This is how black people sees things, and they brought it to a mainstream audience in a tasteful way. And not to mention, you had the I forgot her name, Prada Dormalage, that not only beat up everybody, but they gave Sam his new Iron Man suit. Now, the only thing, now, granted, the suit that he got was comic book accurate. The only thing about it, I would ask is, you could have made that out of vibranium. Do you know how lit it would have been to had the Falcon in a vibranium suit? That would be my only gripe against that. But other than that, how they tackle actual issues that's happening in current times was absolutely perfect. Oops, let me not almost drop this. Was absolutely perfect. I cannot fault them for anything. It was perfect to me. Great show. So, like I said, one last time because I'm officially late. See, talking about comments, I got late, but it's all good. So number nine coming in is Moon Knight. Great acting skills by Oscar Isaac, but number nine is Moon Knight. She-Hulk is number eight. Loki, number seven. Miss Marvel, number six. WandaVision, Acting Clinic, number five. What If, number four. Secret Invasion is number three. Hawkeye's number two. And The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is at number one. And this is not the last time we're going to be doing. This is a new segment called Comic Heads. We're going to react to anything Marvel, anything DC, just anything comics, anything you got. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it going. But speaking of keep it going, now I'm officially 1 minute late. So thank you guys for tuning in. On your way out, they're gonna kick my ass for this, but they still love me. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube page, follow me on all social medias. Links are located in the description. $sign to be this I show Cash App. You just got waive all the rights to privacy. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. So thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. This is the BTSI Show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys. Well, I may be talking to you guys sooner than you expect. So I'll see y'all later. Peace out.